Hello, hello, hello. Margaret Lloyd here with Eternal Shift, New Life Ahead. Let's see, we're going to talk about 6 tiny daily rituals that will change the rest of your life if you let them. How we spend our days is how, of course, is how we spend our lives, says Annie Dillard. If you are willing to spend a little time every day, like most people won't, so you can spend the better part of your life like most people can't. But we want to live our lives the way we want to. Think about that question for a moment. Let it sink in. You ultimately become what you repeatedly do. Yeah, I know. I like popcorn. I like to talk. I like to play with my dog. Especially when she gets me a pig and lets me throw her pig. The acquisition of knowledge doesn't mean you're growing. Growing happens only when what you know changes how you live on a daily basis. Most people miss the second part, how to live on a daily basis. What? Yeah? I offered these. It's okay. Okay. And isn't it funny how day by day nothing changes? Come on, I'm trying to answer the phone. Hello. Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm good. Y- Yay. Absolutely. I can be there. All right. See you then. Bye bye. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had to take that call. I apologize. I did not mute us or anything. I was goofy. What can I say? It's been one of those weeks. All right, let's get back to what we were talking about. Isn't it funny how day by day nothing changes, but when you look back, everything is different? That's the power of daily rituals. Now it's time to think about your rituals, the little things you do every day, because these little things define you. All the results in your life come from these little things. Regardless of your unique life circumstances or how you define success, you don't suddenly become successful. You become successful over time based on your rituals. Absolutely. Like I have daily rituals. I get up every morning. When I go brush my teeth, I repeat these phrases. I am grateful for a new day. I embrace impermanence. I cultivate compassion for myself and others. I walk the path of wisdom. I'm at peace with myself. Then I brush my teeth, get myself together, go do my journaling. I journal first thing in the morning. I've found that if I don't do it first thing in the morning, I'm going to forget about it. My mind just forgets about it. Then I listen to different podcasts by different psychologists and psychiatrists, like Eckhart Tolle, John Kim, take Snickers for a walk. But I listen to a lot of Buddhist wisdom. That has helped me immensely, more than any of the others. Let me tell you, that has just brought everything right here to my heart. So we have rituals that we do every day. We need to stick to them. They keep us productive. Once I get through my rituals, then I feel like I have time to do my podcast, go shopping, go do whatever, run errands. But my morning rituals, without a doubt, I have to do them. Anything else can happen during the day. So, failure occurs in the same way. All your daily failures that you don't learn and grow from come together and cause you to fail. You keep failing to check the books. You keep failing to make the calls. You keep failing to listen to your customers. You keep failing to innovate. You keep failing to do the little things that need to be done. Yeah, I know. Dusting. I hate dusting. That's the nastiest. It's like cleaning the toilet. It's nasty. Then one day you wake up and your business has failed. It was all the little things you did or didn't do on a daily basis, your rituals, not just one inexplicable or catastrophic event. Think how this relates to your life. Your life is your business. And I know, I'll admit to it. My life has been a failure. And I have to pick it up. Your rituals make you or break you, one day at a time. Even the seemingly insignificant daily rituals you engage in can produce ripples of consequence, for better, for worse. So how have you been managing your rituals and thus your life? Well, it's getting better, but it could be better. Are all the little things you're doing every day working for you or against you? If you think the answer might be the latter, you will find value in the tiny daily rituals listed below. Each of them gradually strengthens common weak points we've seen plaguing hundreds of other people. These weak points are little negative patterns of behavior that almost all of us struggle with at some point. And remember, this is about making tiny, sustainable changes in your daily behavior, your routine behavior. That means practicing each one of these rituals gradually, one at a time, one day at a time, and then letting them build onto one another. Go from 0 to 6 and over the course of a few months, not all at once. Okay, here we go. Don't we all just love popcorn? It's so yummy. Okay, so the ritual of washing your dishes. Yes, I mean literally washing your dishes. It's just one small step forward. When you eat your oatmeal, wash your bowl and spoon. When you finish drinking your morning coffee, rinse the coffee pot and your mug. Don't leave any dirty dishes in the sink or on the counter for later. Wash them immediately, or at least get them in the dishwasher. Form this small ritual one dish at a time, one day at a time. Once you do this consistently for a couple of weeks, you can start making sure the sink has been wiped clean too. Then the counter. Then put your clothes where they belong when you take them off. Then start doing a few sit-ups every morning. Eat a few vegetables for dinner, and so forth. Do one of these at a time, and you'll start to build a healthy ritual or practicing self-discipline. Finally, know yourself to be capable of doing the little things that must be done and finish what you start. But again, to start, just wash your dishes mindfully with a smile. The ritual of journaling for 15 minutes or less. Number 2. Got to take this call. Okay. That was about a court date I have coming up to provide victim impact statement for my narcissist ex-husband that tried to kill me. So I get to tell the judge what I think of my ex-husband. So, journaling. Oprah keeps a journal. Taylor Swift keeps a journal. Even Eminem keeps a journal. Successful people all over the world, those who constantly make positive changes in their lives, reflect daily, learn from their life experiences, and they often use the same kind of journal to accomplish this. If you want to get somewhere in life, you need a map. And your journaling is that map. You can write down what you did today, what you tried to accomplish, where you made mistakes, and so much more. It's a place to reflect. It's a place to capture important thoughts. It's a place to sort out where you've been and where you intend to go. And it's one of the most underused yet incredibly effective tools available to the masses. Just this morning, I spent 15 minutes journaling about some recent events in my life that I'm grateful for, and some that are still troubling me. As I was wrapping up, the idea for the blog post you're reading now came to me, which was a pleasant surprise since I hadn't yet decided what I was going to share with you today. I also unearthed some incredibly healthy insights regarding an important relationship that I'd been neglecting, which motivated me to immediately send out a text message to someone I care about who I've been meaning to reconnect with. We now have a brunch date scheduled for next Sunday. That's awesome. So as you can infer, your time spent focusing inward and journaling. Another stupid call. Let's see if I can get rid of it. Your mind is powerful, and your thoughts create ripples in the world around you. When you bring clarity into your life, you bring the best of yourself into everything you do. You tend to treat yourself and others better, communicate more constructively, do things for the right reasons, and ultimately improve the world you're living in. This is why journaling for a short time every day can actually make a significant real-world difference in your life. Bear with me. I'll be right back, my silly dog. All right. The ritual of simply doing only one thing at a time. Number 3, be honest. Do you check social media apps on your phone when you're sitting in meetings or when you're spending time with family and friends? Do you eat lunch at your desk or while you're on the run? Is the TV often on in your home, even when you're busy doing other things? Do you send the occasional text message while driving? No, I never do that one. That's against the law and dangerous. The biggest cost of doing multiple things at once like this, assuming you don't crash from the occasional texting and driving, that's why I don't do it. Is a gradual decline in your productivity and happiness over the long term. When you get into the habit of persistently dividing your attention, you're partially engaged in every activity, but rarely focused on one. And this dizzying lack of focus eventually trips you up and brings you down. Let's use a quick metaphor to bring this point home. If you hold a magnifying glass over a small pile of dry leaves, as the sun shines bright on the hottest afternoon of the whole year, nothing will happen, so long as you keep moving the magnifying glass quickly from one leaf to the next. But as soon as you hold the magnifying glass still and focus the sun's magnifying rays on one single area of one single leaf, the whole pile of leaves will ignite into flames. Absolutely. That's the power of focusing on one thing at a time. Your opportunity on a daily basis is to realize that you are the magnifying glass in your own life, and that you can intentionally focus the energy you get from the world on one single leaf at a time. When you do so, you will ignite incredible flames that move your projects, your dreams, your relationships, and even the world around you forward. Number 4, the ritual of bringing awareness to your attachments. Most of the things we desperately try to hold on to as if they're real, solid, everlasting fixtures in our lives aren't really there, or they are there in some form. They're changing, fluid, impermanent, or simply imagined in our minds. Life gets a lot easier to deal with when we understand this. Imagine you're blindfolded and treading water in the center of a large swimming pool, and you're struggling desperately to grab the edge of the pool that you think is nearby, but in reality it's not, it's far away. Try grabbing that imaginary edge. It's stressing you out, tiring you out, as you splash around aimlessly trying to hold on to something that isn't there. Now imagine you pause and take a deep breath and realize that there's nothing nearby to hold on to, just water around you. You can continue to struggle with grabbing at something that doesn't exist, or you can accept that there's only water around you and relax and float on a daily basis. I challenge you to consistently ask yourself, what are you desperately trying to hold on to in your life right now? How is it affecting you? See, I'm not trying to hold on to anything anymore. I am to the point that I know I need to get rid of a lot of things. Therefore, next weekend, I'll be doing a garage sale. Then imagine the thing you're trying to hold on to doesn't really exist. Envision yourself of letting go and floating. Absolutely. Just let go. There's a lot of stuff in here. Just let it go. It's not doing you any good. I know mine isn't doing me any good, so I'm letting it go. Then I have some physical things that I'm going to sell and let go and make some money off of. The ritual of allowing most things to be the way they are. I used to be able to do this. I need to get back to it. I used to be the type of person that if something went wrong, like a duck with water, just let it roll right off my back. I used to be able to do that. And it really aggravates me that I can't. But I'm getting there. Some things in life are worth changing. Most things are not. Let that sink in for a moment. Then consider this. If you want to control the animals, you give them a larger pasture. Absolutely. That's a quote I heard at a meditation retreat several years ago in a group discussion focused on the power of changing your attitude about things you can't change or don't need to change. I see the animals and their large pasture as a form of letting go. and allowing things to be the way they are, instead of trying to tightly control something. You loosen up, you give it more space, and they'll be happier. The animals will roam around and do what they do naturally. Your needs will be met too, and you will have more space to be at peace with the way the animals are. The same philosophy holds true for many aspects of life. Stepping back and allowing certain things to happen means these things will take care of themselves and your needs will be met. You will have less stress and less to do and more time and energy to work on the things that truly matter, the things that you actually can control, like your attitude about everything. This form of letting go is not giving up. It's about surrendering any obsessive attachment to particular people, outcomes, and situations. It means showing up every day in your life with the intention to be your best self and to do the best you know how without expecting life to go a certain way. The energy of someone aspiring to create something wonderful, teamed with this kind of surrender, is far more powerful and rewarding than someone determined to create outcomes with a desperate must-have mentality. Surrender brings inner peace and calmness. Unless we forget that our outer lives are a reflection of our inner state of being. 6. The ritual of giving thanks before bed. Absolutely. Overlooking everything that's wonderful is a tragedy, a very debilitating one. When you get lost in worried thoughts about a life situation you think you should have, you end up missing the beauty of everything you do have. You will never be happy if you aren't consciously thankful for the good things that are already in your life. Be positive. Here's a super simple 5-minute daily gratitude exercise that has worked wonders. Every evening before you go to bed, write down 3 things that went well during the day and their causes. Simply provide a short, casual explanation of each good thing. That's it. We spend tens of thousands of dollars on expensive electronics, big homes, fancy cars, lavish vacations, hoping for a boost to happiness. This is a free alternative, and it works. In a study of this gratitude exercise effectiveness by a famous psychologist, Martin Seligman, participants were asked to follow those exact instructions for 1 week. After 1 week, the participants were measurably 2% happier than before. But in following follow-up tests, their happiness kept on increasing from 5% to 9%. Even more interestingly, the participants were only required to keep this gratitude journal for 1 week. But the majority of them continued journaling on their own because they enjoyed it. So how about we all try that? Let's do that. Let's do gratitude journaling for a week and see how that does. See if we get happier. Okay? You want to try that? Do that. I will. starting tonight. In the meantime, peace, love. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Super thanks are always appreciated. I love you all. We'll see you again. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.